I'm happy to share this meeting YouTube live streaming link in our chat box. Dr. Sujit sir, shall we start now, sir?
Yes, madam, please.
Yeah. Good morning, one and all. Our esteemed chief guests, whomever joined over here, especially our President SSRD, Mr. Nagbabu Abraju sir joined. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And all international chief guests, Dr. Dixon Adams sir, Dr. Rania Lampo ma'am, and the esteemed chief guests from the college side, Srimant Rajmare Nayak Nimbalkar sir, former chairman, and Srimant Sanjeev Rajan Nayak Nimbalkar sir, secretary, Faltan Education Society, Faltan, and Srimant Raghunath Rajan Nayak Nimbalkar, chairman, governing council, Faltan Education Society, Faltan. All chief guests, a very warm welcome to you, sir. And our esteemed special invitees, especially Dr. Vikas Kumar sir joined over here, and sir is today's distinguished speaker also. A very warm welcome to Dr. Vikas Kumar sir, senior scientist, ICAR, Indian Agricultural Statistics Research Institute, New Delhi, and Dr. Gandhi sir, scientist C, head of the department, Research and Development Department, Meta Agro Private Limited, Hyderabad. A warm welcome to you, sir. Dr. Pavanjit Kaur, ma'am. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. And Dr. Gayatri Indrakanti, ma'am, Senior Advisor, SIDVI Foundation, Visakhapatnam. And all the esteemed organizing team from college side, Honorable Principal, sir, and Dr. Sujit Jadhav, sir, Dr. More, sir, and all other esteemed faculty members of the college, dear participants, presenters, awardees, my dear students, a very warm welcome to one and all to this auspicious day 2 of our two-day international conference on the eve of Nature Conservation Day. And a very happy Nature Conservation Day. I hope this platform will give us some flourishment to contribute our introductory or our innovative thought-provoking ideologies to nature conservation on this auspicious event. And with the permission of college team, I would like to invite Dr. Vikas Kumar sir for your auspicious distinguished speech on this occasion of Nature Conservation Day, sir.
Shall I present this talk, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Sujit Jadhav, sir, anything from your end is there, sir? Or
No, ma'am. Directly we will start with her.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Over to Dr. Vikas Kumar, sir.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
So today we have a very important topic. What generally we are finding everywhere, there is a protest going on. In that scenario, I have this important topic because people are asking quality education and quality employment. So my talk is on what is the status of this employment in nation and what we need to do to make it much more better. So this is a topic, employment status in India, what are the challenges and policy suggestions for sustainable growth. So it's not moving. Okay, so I feel that's I feel employment is a very important thing in the life. Because of employment, we get money, then we get honor, we get prestige in the society. So employment is a very important thing in the life, and I feel that everybody should have a reasonable and we can say employment in life, so that he can have a prestigious life. Because without this, people don't understand the value in the people. Otherwise, everybody has a people. It is not employment that gives the value, but society analyze the person on the basis of what job he is doing, what money he is earning. So that is a wrong perception of the society. So, but from the society side, I am telling, it is a very important part in the life. It is not changing anything. The person remains same, but once he gets the job, the perception about him or the society change significantly. So it's not. So some terms about employment I like to inform here. That's first is a labor force. The number of people who are interested in job or interested in work or employed, means all the people who are interested in working are called labor force above 15 years. So this is a one important term here, and we will be using it in further. So all the people who are interested in job or employed are called labor force. And we have the worker population ratio. Who are worker means who are really employed, that are called workers. And who are unemployed means out of labor force who are not getting job, means they are interested but not getting job, are called unemployed people. And so we have labor force, all the people, and out of those people who are employed, that are called workers or workforce. Then we have unemployed, and we have two terms in this: principal status and subsidiary status. That is a very important word here. Those people who have been employed for 180 days in the last year, last 365 days, who have employed, are called principal status employed. Subsidiary status means who have employed for 30 days. So these are the criteria. On that basis, we can know they are chronically unemployed or excessively employed. Some people are doing excessive job, means those people who are doing more than 200 days jobs, we can say they are excessively employed. As the people in the agriculture, they are doing more than 200 days jobs, that is excess job. So rest should be there at the part of our life. So that these two words, 180 days or 30 days, will define the severity of employment or unemployment. Then we have a current weekly status, that is in the last week, if he has got the job, it is called current weekly status employed. So these are the some terms we are using to define, to explain the employment scenario. Now we get here, what is the labor force? Labor force in India. As per this, we are watching here in the 2025 last year figure, it is 62% of the people, of the total people, are labor force in India, means they are seeking employment or employed. And the male population in rural areas.
कोड लिखा हुआ है, कोड लिखो.
Yes, sir, it is not visible. Okay.
हाँ, वो कोड ही है सर, ये सब्जेक्ट लिखने की कोड ही तो होगा. हाँ, कोड ही है.
In rural areas, more people are employed, and this is the another figure here. That's for urban areas. Comparatively less people are employed.
जब तुमने 12 से 2 का कोड कहाँ लिखोगे? अब जैसे यहाँ कोड, अब ये 2 है ना, तो 2 यहाँ बढ़ जाएंगे. अब दिन का फिर यहाँ लिखोगे ना.
So I like
फिर यहाँ भरा जाएगा कोड. अब वो लंबा चलेगा, इसमें ज्यादा वो आएंगे ही नहीं. दिन का कोड कहाँ भरेंगे?
डॉक्टर संदीप कुमार सर, डॉक्टर संदीप कुमार सर,
ये कोड
प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ.
यहाँ आपने भर दिया. ये क्या है? 3 4
डॉक्टर संदीप कुमार सर,
11 में कितनी उत्तर पुस्तिकाएं हैं, भर दिया. यहाँ तक आ गया. अब दिन में
डॉक्टर संदीप कुमार सर,
ये जैसे 77 78.
Excuse me.
अब कोड तो यहाँ लिख लेंगे, लेकिन उसके कोड के आगे अब ये छोड़ जाएगा. अब ये 2 लाइन यहाँ नहीं भरे जाएगा. बोलता है ये तो इसमें तो 20 भी नहीं आ रहे हैं ये एक पेज में, उसमें तो 60 70 किसने लगाया होगा दिमाग.
संदीप कुमार सर, डॉक्टर संदीप कुमार सर, प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ.
पूछता हूँ तब मैं बोलूँगा यार ये तो
So we see here in the rural areas, 62% of the people are needing the employment or employed. In urban areas, it is 52%. Means 50% population is 52% population is the labor force. Now we go for the employment status. In urban areas, as 62% or means these are the government figures. So very few are suggested as unemployment because labor force is 62% and employment population is 61, means just 1 or 2% are suggested as unemployed in rural areas. And the same way in this urban areas, 52% are seeking employment or 49% are employed. So 1 or 2%, 3% are employed. But visibly, this is the figures. But what we are getting in the society, that is something little different. So lots of research is needed to be done in this area to see that's how this all figures are visible there in the micro level, in the rural levels. So that's lots of work is to be done. Now we see here unemployment. Unemployment is 2.4% on an average in rural areas. In urban areas, it is 4.8%. And the same time, what we are watching, that unemployment status is continuously falling. So these figures are suggesting that employment is generating. So we have a good scope to see here what is the level of employment. Again, from our angles also. Now we see here what are the various areas the people are employed. The most people are employed in the self-employed areas. That's 50-60%. If we see here, 56% are in the self-employed. And the second area is the rural regular wage, that most of the people are interested in this sector. They want to have the regular wage area and the casual labor, which is now increasing. 20% labor force is working in this casual labor. So self-employed, and we see if the society is at unrest, it means
अरे
they
वो
are
तो बहुत पहले क्या रखा भाई
so another area what we see here, when we got independence, most of the people were working in the agriculture sector. Now we see here, because
हैं
now we see here the share of agriculture in labor
तो यहाँ
force.
पे ठाती थी वो परीक्षा में
Excuse me. Excuse me.
अरे तो
Dr. Sandeep Kumar sir.
तो
Hello. Dr. Sandeep Kumar sir. Please mute yourself.
So the important point is here that agriculture sector is giving less employment comparatively now. In 24-25, we see here about 1% reduction is there. So that is the area of concern that is leading to migration. That is presenting that less income is there in agriculture sector. People are moving. In just 1 year, we are getting this difference. So in 10 years, what difference will be there? We can see from this picture. And people are, these figures are suggesting that in other areas, service sectors, transports, we hear this Zomato and all that some percentage is increased. Construction sector is reduced. And that is reflecting the what is going on in the society in 1 year. So that is a point of concern. Agriculture, which is suggesting that's giving highest employment, now it is dwindling, and we are going towards the a developed society style as America, where 5% people are working in agriculture. So we are moving towards those sides. And now we see here why the people are leaving the agriculture. We see here the money earned by the regular wage salary and self-employment. If the case of this male, we see here this regular wage is giving 24,000 per month, and self-employment is giving 17,000. So this difference is there. That's why the people are moving towards regular wage, because the higher earning is there. In the case of female, much more difference is there, and that is a wrong from the part of that female. So a good scope is there, that why to analyze, to go for the research, why the female are getting less quite less than the male. In the case of self-employment, the female are getting 6,000 per month and the male are getting 17,000. So that's the area of research that why the ladies are getting quite less, even 1/3. And that's this is the area. Now, casual worker. In 25 last year, we see here the male income per day, that wages per day is 455 rupees. Female income is again less. Generally, we are discussing on the equal wage part. But when the ladies are working equally in the fields or agriculture fields, they are getting quite less in relation to that area is needing the further work so that they should get equal payments and showing the inequality in the society. And that's why that's other issues are there. Now we see here some small part, that's how much education is there. We see here most of the people are getting this 5 to 10 years about education because we are calculating here 15 plus population only. So 15 plus population is most of the people are 15 plus. So they are getting 10 years of education. So education level is quite less for our people. So it should be more than that. Only 10 years of education is there with the people. Now, what are the various challenges we see? We already have seen from the various graphs the low female labor force participation in the urban areas. 25% female people are working in urban areas. So good scope is there for home employment and persistent youth unemployment is there. High unemployment among educated person is there. And I have not shown here the severity of employment and severity of unemployment that is still there. So these are the major challenges, that less population, less income, comparatively issues are there. So we have to make a ways so that our society should get reasonable employment. More employment oriented organizations we have to set up. And I have seen that if we make changes, that's lots of no dues are required if we are going to set up a organization in the rural areas. Even the agriculture based industry needing the number of no dues, that no dues should be minimized. So in order to set up the organization, especially if we are going to make a suppose a carpenter, ghee making, or some agriculture processing industry in the rural areas, less no dues should be there when it is not giving any pollution. So such non-pollution industries should be, a list should be developed. These are the non-pollution industries and no dues will be required for these, and online submission. So such kind of easy processing should be made. And this agriculture diversification, women employment, this areas should be enhanced. Youth employment, lots of training should be developed. Labor market reforms, number of obstacles are there in the labor markets, and that are leading to unemployment, unrest in the society. So these are the issues I try to convince. Thank you. Thank you. If any query is there in this area, please inform me. Or my voice is coming or not coming, I unable to. Please inform that also.
Yes, sir. It was very nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, because I link this employment with this unrest, what is going in the society. If the employment is there, because most of the people who are doing this thing because they don't have a good job, or they are not expecting a good job. So that perception about the employment should be removed from the mind, so that people will do for themselves, not doing this all things. So it is a very important area. Thank you, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, this is Professor J. Meresananda, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, Hyderabad. Sir, it was For the last few times, I have observed you participating and enlightening the participants with your research work. Thank you, sir. Today's research work is also very good and, like thought-provoking. But employment, when we come to know that our country is having highest population, then what we can do, sir? Employment, this thing you said, employment in offices.
Mhm.
It is not there. Then what other things are there, sir? It is a pertinent thing, to
Obstacles
to
are there,
discuss.
but this
Thank you, sir.
I see the population from as a resource.
Hmm.
It is not a burden. If if the person is not having a skill, it is a burden. And if the person is having it's a resource. So just we are a little away to make him skillful. We have the people, just we have to make skillful, then they are resource. If just you give them computer, if I am alone, I am burden. If I am having spade, I am the resource. If I know the computer, I am the resource. If I don't know computer, I am a burden. So we have to make the people skillful. And second thing, suppose if we are making skillful also, what production is there, where this will go. So we have to enlarge our market. I produce, suppose 1 quintal of wheat. So this is market is there 1 quintal. Then if I produce 10 quintals, certainly I have to link 10 more villages. If I produce 1,000 quintal in my unit, then I have to link 100 villages. So if we are employed, if we are employing more people, we have to enlarge our market also. China is equal to our population, and but its market is whole world. They have trimmed their technology, trimmed their production as per the demand of the world. And the same way, if we want to employ more people, we have to enlarge, we have to link more markets, so that our this people will be employed. Now what we are doing, we are importing from China or other nations. They are getting employment. We are simply purchaser. We are simply consumers. So this is not possible. This is wrong. So we have to develop our industries so that our people should be employed. And where the production question is that where the production will go. If I am industry, I am making some computers, where this 100 laptops will go. Then we have to enlarge our market. One district, another country, another continent, and another form. So this way we have to employ all the people. Second, obstacles are there. Even in the rural industry, rural areas, lots of scope is there to make the wheat flour, sattu, and biscuits, and many things. What farmers are doing, they are just producing and selling. That is wheat. If they go for the next stages, then question is coming, how the farmer will make the biscuit. Farmer cannot make the biscuit because biscuit need a special technology. So other people should make the biscuit who are little more skillful. So this thing we have to make. We should not sell the potato. We should sell the chips. And chips is not should not be produced by the farmers. Farmer will produce the potato. Somebody else will purchase the potato at a good price, and he will make chips. And another will make the marketing. As the car company is just simply assembling the tires, axle and all from different specialized company and make the car. If it is making the tires and axle and other thing, it will involve in this making only. So we have to go for specialization. We have to see the obstacles, especially obstacles should not be there. We should reward those people who are giving employment in the villages. We should not ask that you are not giving this no dues, you are not having this control. So we should reward those people who are giving employment, 5 people, 2 people. So this thing should be there, and we should honor those people in the community meetings. So that certainly this issue will be resolved.
Thank you, sir.
So anything else there, sir?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I request anyone from the participant side or guest side who wish to interact with Dr. Vikas Kumar sir, it is welcome.
And I am another thing I am watching, that Gujarat people are highly entrepreneurship is there in them. They don't want to work under somebody. As we people of Bihar, MP, UP, we like that some job should be there, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. But at the same time, that entrepreneurship is not there among us. We afraid of setting up our own enterprise. But the Gujarat people I have seen, they are a very bull type of feeling is there. They like to set up their own enterprise. They like to work. They don't want to work under somebody as a. So this feeling is there that we have to develop in other state peoples also. What benefit they get? What is generating that feeling in them? So this is a good thing among them. They are not depending on that watching all the time. Somebody should give them jobs. They want that we should give the jobs to others. So if the such feeling is there, people are going of all India people are going in the Gujarat for jobs. So if the same feeling is developed in other states also, certainly we will not have a crisis. We will not see the people as a burden. We will see that as a source is there. Gujarat people are watching our people, other state people as a resource. We watching our people as a burden. So this feeling we have to remove by creating employment.
Yes, sir.
Actually, our education system is telling us, when we are organizing such a conferences and such a eminent persons like you, they are telling about entrepreneurship. But unfortunately, in such type of conferences, students' participation, unfortunately, it is very less, or it may be at the 0%. And whatever we are talking here, it is very important that the sentence you have used, that is, we have to become an entrepreneur, not the servant. And most of the students from rural area, they are of the mentality that they want some job, as you said. It may be for 5,000 or 10,000. But whatever the information we are having in this conference, it has not been percolated up to the students. It has been percolated up to the people who are already in the job.
Yes, true, sir.
And they are not actually percolating it or transferring that information to the students. Now our college is at very rural area, and the students here, they are coming for BSc, suppose BSc course. They are always asking, sir, just tell me how I will get the job after getting the BSc degree. So we have very limited options to tell these students that you will get the job after chemistry, you will get the job in the chemical company, okay? Or you will get the job after having BSc botany degree, you will get the job in some pharmaceuticals or some other industries, etc. So if we have to able to give this information to the grassroots level, how we are able to success to transfer such a type of information to the students? What is your opinion accordingly, sir?
Yes, sir. True, sir. You have told very nice thing, because generally we are guiding this, telling this thing to our fellows only. And
Yes.
when we have to teach this thing to those who are right people for this. Because very less interaction is done, but we should do that. And when I go to the villages for trainings and all that, I tell number of ways. They ask how to produce something. I start from the grassroots level. You just make a self-help group, a small group, which is small. It is the smallest formal group of 10 people, and it is assumed as like company, self-help group. And then make a, suppose name a Jyoti self-help group. Then make an account of in the name of this. Then start simply making the collection of total production of village. I tell that in village, one farmer is producing 50 quintals of wheat. But all the farmers are producing 5,000 quintals of wheat. And this is huge. If you are simply collecting the whole village demand and informing to the trader will come to your village.
Yes.
You don't require to go to the market to sell. All the farmers are 150 farmers are going to the trader to sell their produce. But if you are telling, sir, I have 5,000 quintals of wheat, traders will have to come because he will get at one place all the thing. He will come in with the truck, and it is done. But the farmer, that social relation in the villages are impediment. They say something is there, and the person who is I'm convincing, he will also get some more profit. He will think that I'm telling that's interacting with traders, my share is should be very high. So he sometimes there is issues, but solution is there. And all the farmers are purchasing insecticide. One farmer is purchasing 1 kg, all the village is purchasing 2 quintals. So just to make a deal with the traders, you will be purchasing very less at insecticide at a very less rate, and the insecticide company will come to your village, and you will also get employment. So there is possibilities. These are the ordinary possibilities. Every village have 100 type of production things. They are producing bamboos. They are producing different type of commodities. They have labors. So this is the one scope. And another thing, if we are processing the things, the wheat, I told the wheat is simply by making the sattu, it will be of 60 rupees kg. Wheat is coming at 25 rupees kg. What is उसको गर्म कर देंगे तो that will be 60 rupees kg. It will have a long life also, 6 months. And sattu is having long demand also, huge demand. But so lots of things in the case of we are selling the paddy. The price of paddy is 30 rupees kg. If we are just making the rice from that, the price will increase. It will become 60 rupees kg. But farmers are very, they are not having high investment capacity, interaction capacity that we have to develop. Not in all farmers, we have to select one in the village that will purchase, that will interact. But I have seen that farmer who is become the leader, that becomes the sometimes passionate also for money. He will think that their farmers should keep getting 25 rupees only. I will get 60 because I am doing the biggest work. So that feeling should not be there. Otherwise, employment, sir, if we are making I have analyzed that if we are selling the milk, it is at 60 rupees. If we are selling the ghee, it is at 700, 800 rupees. And the ghee long life is there also. So, and there is a big demand also. But if somebody is going, that will go for some wrong things. That's mixing and adulteration, all that. So regular guidance is required. So, and they are interested also. And but regular touch is required from some organization that you should not do things, what do's and what not do's. So they will keep doing. So there is opportunities. And more guiding centers should be opened. Government is giving skill development trainings for that purpose only. And we should have to see that training, how this trainings are going on, skill development India is going on. But why employment is not being generated in that pace? So we have to see, we have to analyze, we have to do the research in that area, why these skill centers are not generating employment. They are not opening the companies. So that we have to see. This means some lacunas are there. I am agriculture student. Most of the students, wherever I interact with the BSc AG students, they want jobs. They are BSc AG, they have got the trainings on all aspects, but they want the job of 15-20,000 or a government job, better job. They don't want to be entrepreneur. That is a lacking, sir. You have told very nice that we have to continuously keep on convincing those who are seeking employment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Very nice information, sir. And this conversation has given different ideas in my mind while you are talking.
So lots of scope is there. I see here lots of Ukraine is having bar, Russia is at
Thank
bar.
you.
Both the countries are producing 25% of wheat of the world. So we have a huge scope, but our wheat is still at 25 rupees per kg. So that what obstacles are there? That's unable to export those things.
Yeah, even thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And we also need to inculcate proper attitude, sir. Like proper attitude in the sense there is nothing wrong in being an entrepreneur in producing chips and also producing some other items related to food grains. And when it comes to Gujarat, I'm really very much inspired by your talk, sir, today. Sir, Gujarat, if they want to become all the people want to become entrepreneurs, then there is a need for collaboration also, sir. That comes where proper attitude.
I interacted
Thank
with
you.
one person of Gujarat. He was from very rich family.
Okay.
I asked him what you are doing. He is doing this. He is the driver of some car and all that. I told you are why you are driver. I
Okay.
don't want to work under somebody. I get the call that's you have to drive this from this place to this place. I do and I get free. If I do, I will open my job. Otherwise, I am better in driver. I will not work under somebody as a regular person. So this is the attitude. Even
Yes.
as from the rich family, he is not interested in working as a regular person. So driver means whenever he need money, he will do the 1 or 2 days driving and then free.
Yes, sir.
So and so this what is there? So we have to get more Gujarat people in our trainings. That why this attitude is there in whole state.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, once again. Namaskar, Adab.
So, on behalf of SIDVI Foundation and Srimant Bhaiya Saheb Rajamani Mahavidyalaya Maswad, I really very much having this conversation. I have got different ideas, sir. Actually, when I ask you the question, and after you are discussing on that question, different ideas. Entrepreneurship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Thank you,
is my
sir.
voice?
So now I request Madam to please take the charge of next session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I must say my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Vikas Kumar sir for a wonderful discussion and wonderful talk delivered on this auspicious occasion. Thanks a lot, sir. I know your busy schedule. Even though in your office timings itself you had joined and you had spared your valuable time to explore all your ideologies towards this making employment. Thanks a lot, Dr. Vikas Kumar sir. Thank you. And I request Vikas Kumar sir, if you have time to please be as a chairperson for this technical session. I invite Honorable Chairperson Dr. Vikas Kumar sir, Senior Scientist, ICAR Indian Agricultural Statistics Research Institute, New Delhi, and co-chairperson, a very eminent and experienced professor, Professor G. Mary Sunanda ma'am, HOD, Department of Education, BC Cell Coordinator, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, Hyderabad. A very warm welcome to Honorable Chairperson and Co-Chairperson for this auspicious technical session 1 of day 2 of our 2-day international conference. Now, with the permission, Yes, ma'am. Yes, please.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Is
Thank
my
you,
voice?
ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Shall I invite the presenter, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sir is also
Yeah.
there, no? Because sir.
Yes, yes. So this technical session 3, first presentation bearing the number 013, under the title Emerging Trends in Statistics for Sustainable Development, a comprehensive review by Harshavardhan Kulkarni and team. Is Harshavardhan sir available?
Ma'am, he will present his presentation in the third session.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We shall move to the next presentation bearing the number 014 under the title Isolation and Characterization of Novel Marine Bioluminescent Bacteria for Environmental Monitoring of Heavy Metal Contamination by Minal Trivedi and Co. Are they available, sir?
Yes, ma'am. A very good morning, ma'am. I'm there. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please, ma'am. Yes,
Uh,
please.
is my presentation visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
A very good morning to one and all. I thank all the authorities for granting me this permission to present my work on isolation characterization of novel marine bioluminescent bacteria for environmental monitoring of heavy metal contamination. As we all know that in today's world where industrialization has grown, we all are seeing there is a lot of water contamination. All the water, polluted water is released in water, uh, river sources, and that is giving rise to, or it is affecting the marine bacteria. Whatever the bacteria are there in the water, they are getting affected by it. Another concept is of bioluminescence, where this phenomena where this particular bioluminescence word has come for living. Lumen means a light which is living, usually seen in bacteria, insects, and plants. So this phenomena we are targeting many bacteria. They show luminescence. Usually in sea, we see this bioluminescent effect, and this particular effect is seen because of an enzyme called as luciferase, along with its substrate luciferin. This luminescence usually is shown under the wavelength of 400 to 700 nanometer, and this becomes the basis for our study, where we are utilizing this lux gene in bacterial system as a biomarker for detecting the heavy metal contamination. So our aim was to isolate and identify such novel bioluminescent strain and use them to detect the heavy metal contamination, like on-site heavy metal contamination. So the objectives were to isolate the bioluminescent strain, then screen the potential heavy metal tolerant strains, then identify the heavy metal resisting strains, and then we had planned to make a biobeat kit for the heavy metal detection on site. So this particular sample was collected near Mumbai. We are having Shahad area. From there, the bacterial strains were water sample was collected and the bacterial strains were isolated on seawater complete media. And based on the luminescence, the bacteria were strained. Along with that, we had given certain heavy metals, various concentrations of heavy metals were given, like cadmium chloride, chromium trioxide, lead nitride, mercury chloride, zinc sulfate. These were also accommodated with the media, and we had seen how much the bacteria could tolerate. So based on the tolerance, further they were molecular characterization was carried out. Then we had developed a bio bead assay and a luminometric assay was designed. So we had isolated around seven, around I can say 50 isolates which showed luminescence, and they could tolerate not just the luminescence, they showed luminescence in presence of heavy metal. And based on this, we found that there were two strains, namely JB09 and MD02, which gave a very good luminescence even under the influence of heavy metal, especially chromium trioxide. So these two strains we had further taken for our study. We had isolated on the medium. We did PCR amplicon and 16-hour RNA analysis, and we found that the size of these two bacterial DNA was 1420 base pair and 600, approximately 600 base pair long. We also had run a blast. A phylogenetic tree was constructed to identify. So we could identify that JB09 strain was identified as Vibrio species and MD02 was identified as an Alteromona species. Both of them were submitted, the sequence, DNA sequence was submitted to gene bank and we got the accession number for the same. After this is for MD02, the phylogenetic tree. After we isolated, what we did was we tried to make beads out of that. So 3% sodium alginate was taken and our cells were trapped inside these sodium alginate beads and they were suspended in 1 molar of calcium chloride just to confirm whether the bacterial, the whole cells have got trapped properly or immobilized or not. What we did a SEM analysis, and based on SEM analysis, we could understand that yes, the whole cells were immobilized in the alginate, and this was the control. Now, this particular cells, what we had, these beads, what we had made, we had subjected to different heavy metal concentrations, and we could see that the luminescence was seen, and this luminescence decreased as the concentration of heavy metal had decreased. So this particular study, we had tried to uh, use the bacterial bioluminescence and for monitoring the environmental samples. The main aim is to develop a biosensor kit which will be highly sensitive and reliable for detecting the potential heavy metal contamination, toxic pollutants on the site. So right now we are into the designing of the commercial kit. Thank you very much. These are few conference references. Thank you.
Very nice presentation, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
With the kind permission of chairperson, if there are any questions, you may ask, please. Other participants, if you have any question regarding this, the topic is open for discussion. Sir, if you have any question, you can ask also.
So I have seen this bioluminescence character of bacteria in Andaman Nicobar.
Yes.
So it was a tourist place, and people were going in early in the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning to see them. So it is a good work if we are able to isolate those bacteria, because certainly that will be easy to detect that water is having contamination of heavy metals. So because that is giving signals. So it is very good work, and certainly it will be bacteria itself is an indicator. That's
Yes.
we don't require we have to proceed in this area. This is a very good work, and lots
Thank
of
you.
scope is there in future time also.
Yes.
Reason because every new day we are making more contamination. So big scope is also there.
Yes. Yes, we are able to isolate those potential bacteria. Right now, we are into the beads and testing the efficiency of those beads. So, potential isolates we have done. We are done with the identification and isolation part.
So are they consuming these heavy metals also, or what?
Yeah, they are basically resistant to those heavy metals. So, even in presence of those heavy metals, they grow well. Like usually, bacteria do not grow if such heavy metal concentration is there. So, we found that these two species they were able to tolerate the heavy metal concentration.
So they are making that fixed or diluting those heavy metals, or
No, sir, they are not diluting, but they are not losing their bioluminescence to a greater. Like visually, also we could see the bioluminescence, so that they are not reducing it; they are
so
just detecting it.
okay, they are helping us.
Yes, they are helping us. That based on that lumen, like with whatever kit will design, we could understand. Ki, okay, there is some heavy metal contamination is there. That's why the luminescence is seen, and that luminescence in form of reading or something that we are planning to.
Okay, if we have detected, then what we do second stage?
Then we can start with sir remediation part. We can take a proper call. We can concern the contact the concerned authorities for carrying out the bioremediation, like
So if
municipal
we clean
corporation.
those heavy metals, then life of these bioluminescent bacteria will also go.
Yes, sir, but these beads are reusable. You can reuse these beads. So if we are giving them nutrition, they will be again, they will become viable and we can reuse them.
So it's a good thing. It's a lots of more work is to be
Yes, sir.
there, because
Yes.
it is a good. I am getting that's
Yeah, this was part of, sir, a minor research project grant by Mumbai University.
okay. Okay, so nice. So it's a very good work
Thank
opportunity
you.
in a crisis. In the challenges, you are getting some opportunity that's they are bioluminescent. So
Yes.
when they are visible, can we see from the naked eyes, or we have to see from this?
Yes, sir. The luminescence we can see from the naked eyes. Luminescence we can see from the
Nothing we
naked
can see
eyes.
because it is a heavy metals. Black water is there. So
Uh, yeah.
so it's a good. It's a nice. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Dr. Minal Trivedi. I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
doubt. I have one
Yes.
this thing. So I have
Yes.
some 5 areas in my this thing always repertoire. One is education, industry, technology, health, and national development. In these 5 areas, where your research would fit?
I think it will fit for industry, ma'am.
Industry. Okay.
Industry.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Nice, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I call upon another presentation, numbered 15, ICMIR PhD 202607015. Dr. Megha Kumre, if they are. Dr. Megha Kumre, if you are there, please start your presentation. If not, then we will go for the next presentation, next session actually. It is an invited talk by Dr. Gandhi N, who is a scientist, head research and development, Met Agro Private Limited, Hyderabad, and honorable professor at Department of Basic Science, Greenfields Institute of Agriculture, Agricultural Research and Training, Hyderabad, Telangana. I heartily welcome Dr. Gandhi N for his presentation on behalf of Fulton Education Societies, Srimant Bhaiya Saheb Rajmane Mahavidyalaya Masuad and SIDVI Foundation, Andhra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me. Just give me some time to share my presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. My sincere apology to the organizer yesterday because it's by mistake regarding the time schedule. Without any delay, just let me complete the first of all the talk invited today. Today topic is role of aquatic resources in food and nutrition. Right. Why this topic is very important. India is one of the biggest coastline among the countries which is occupied the coastlines and producing the seafood as a nutritive sources because we do have a larger coastline from the this particular Andhra Pradesh and Odisha, Gujarat and Pachim Bengal and every. So producing a huge amount of fishery and as well as prawns, shrimps and crustaceans. And even though India is facing a too much problem of malnutrition practices, and it is a bitter truth that we are not achieving 100% nutritive food to supply the below 5 years or below 10 years kids who are really suffering with the malnutrition. To overcome this, India has given that inland and other cane culture kind of practices to improve the uh, aquatic resources as a food and nutrition. Even we facing a lot of problems, we are not fulfilling. Why India has taken this forward step to improve the aquatic resources as a food and nutrition? Because plant nutrients are not considering as a complete nutrient due to lack of all essential amino acids, which are a key metabolic uh, ingredients and bioactive compounds, which fulfilling all the nutrient requirements. Whereas animal amino acids and animal proteins and animal derivatives like omega-3 fatty acids and everything, they are key indicators which they are involving in several biochemical mechanisms which taking place in a human being. So taking that factor into consideration, just taking this particular presentation, that what are the role of aquatic resources in food and nutrition. And majority of the people, they think when we are talking about aquatic resources, the images running in their mind is only fish and as well as shrimps or prawns. But there are several other resources also available, and there are different kind of foods are available, which we can use as a food. And not only the live and as well as the processed fishery and everything, we can use other plant derivatives and seaweeds are also as a food resources where they do have a huge amount of bioactive compounds which can cure several diseases and improve the human immunity. So aquatic resources play an important role in food and nutrition by providing fish and other marine and freshwater products like fish egg oil, protein hydrolysates, and omega-3 fatty acids and other bioderivatives, which is playing a key role curing the several women problem, hormonal imbalances, everything. So among the various kind of aquatic resources, fish is an excellent source for the high quality animal protein that is easily digestible. Why? Because plant is having some anti-nutritional factors like phytic acid, tannin, and other secondary metabolites. So taking this factor into consideration, this phytic acid is going to be not degrading while we are processing or cooking. So if we are using any plant derivative, example, nowadays everybody aware about the millets, and millets became a very nutritive food. But we are forgetting millets, pulses, and other cereals are high rich in phytic acid. So phytic acid is an anti-nutritional. When we are consuming without a particular processing methodology or without removal of this phytic acid, if you are consuming that, they will be lead to more digestive problems, because if it is not removed from your food, it will be it will be degrading the digestibility, and it will be not permitting the bioavailability of the nutrients which you have taken, even though food is having all complete nutrition in your food. So, whereas the aquatic resources like fish and other aquatic food products doesn't having any phytic acid, or tannin, and other secondary metabolites, which will be considering as an anti-nutrition. So, fish is doesn't having all these things, so it will be permeable to many healthy fatty acids and as well as rich sources of essential nutrients, and that will be easily permeable through the plasma membrane, because fatty acids are consisting of fats, and as well as our plasma membrane also made up with the lipopolysaccharides. So it is easily permeable. So taking that factor into consideration, government has given so many policies to improve the aquatic resources by inland farming. So, what are the other different aquatic resources as food? Marine fishes, so especially sea bass, salmon, and other fishes, which will be considering as a more nutritive than the other regular fishes, and freshwater fishes like shilavati and some other chana pankwata. There are some other also available, and brackish water. They can't be treated as a marine and they can't be treated as a freshwater, brackish water where the salinity level will be in a particular optimum condition. That can also rich sources for the omega-3 fatty acids and other protein content. And we can take that small indigenous fishes, which is very nutritive in calcium and as well as iron, and ornamental fishes. We can consider them also as a food resources. And apart from this, aquatic vegetables like ipomia and seaweeds, and we are extracting some agar, food grade agar, and as well as gelatin, creatinine. All these are plant derivatives which we can consider them as aquatic plants. And other aquatic organisms which I mentioned here, that crustaceans and other derivative value added product like fish egg oil, fish meal, and fermented fish products. All together, we can consider them as aquatic resources as food. Why exactly it is required to us? As I told you that global aquaculture issues are going to be increasing day by day, because there are no set particular organizing body to release these fertilizers which they are using in aquatic practices, right? There are several diseases going to be uh, this making degrading practices in aquaculture practices. Even government is launching so many informing practices and how to do that. Biofloc is one of the method where they are using some particular probiotics to improve the disease resistance in a fish farming. So these probiotics are not authorizing by the government because there are several unauthorized probiotics there in the market. So, making that severity into consideration, the population is going to be increasing, but we are not going to be fulfilling the needs of the population because the unauthorized antibiotic misuses and probiotic misuses, making degradation of the complete crop, and there are severe losses of the production, crop production. So, we are not at all fulfilling the demands of the global population. So here, what are the sources and contribution of aquaculture to global food production according to the FAO in 1970 to 2008? And there are some other increases also has been approved by the FAO, how we are uh, increasing the demands of the food by the aquatic foods. So here, if you observe, the supply from the aquaculture is somewhat better right now comparatively 1970 to 2008, and now it has been increased. So what is the Indian government share of the global aquaculture and fish production? Yes, we do have improved nearly 32% of requirement by the survey of FAO in 2020s. So one more survey is under process right now, and it will be going to be releasing in 2028. How much per capita we have improved the food production with respect to the aquaculture. So taking this factor into consideration, we can say that the improvement in the food production where aquatic resources as a food has been increased from the 2008 to 2020. So why exactly the seafoods are very, very important as a nutritive food? As I told you that fish is a complete healthy protein because it do have high quality of fatty acids where it is having a good amount of HDLs, which will be going to be playing a very prominent role in liver metabolisms, and as well as other seafoods like shrimps and marine vegetables are having a huge amount of bioactive compounds, which may be cures. Recently has been published that women are facing so many thyroid and as well as PCOS and PCOD problems that will be cured by the bioactive compounds which are purified from the shrimps waste and as well as marine vegetable waste. And also microalgae, which are we are using in several applications, including cosmetic and as well as fertilizer to improve the soil nutrient capability and absorption capability. And as well as we can use this microalgae as a food. Right, there are marine spirulina kind of products and marine algae. They are rich in some phycobillions and though are playing a very good amount of role in improving the human immunity. So that's why we can consider several seafoods as an important nutritive food. So where we can improve or where we can practice is aquatic resources. One is rivers and perennial streams and perennial ponds, marshes, oxbows, rice fields, seasonal ponds and seasonal streams. Right. So there is a integrated agriculture practices. Along with the agriculture also we can simultaneously produce these fish products and other aquatic resources. There is a integrated agriculture practices that is become a different subject right now, and that will be giving a extra income to the farmer. Especially, it may be helpful in a rural agricultural development and aquacultural development, which will be giving a livelihood for the poor people. Because in a same per capita, they can produce a huge amount of returns and income, which may be create a crucial role in the GDP increment. So, aquatic products and their nutritional value and consumes. So here for the consumption of recommended doses, food fish contributing more than 25% of total animal protein. As I told you that, so animal proteins are complete protein and considering where it will be having all 10 essential amino acids. These 10 essential amino acids will be playing a crucial role in the central dogma of biology, which will be going to be playing a very crucial role in several enzyme productions and as well as several vitamin production. And majority of these will be going to be involving as a cofactors and as well as coenzymes to perform the biological pathways in a human being. So per capita, fish consumption increased from 14.4 kgs in 1990 to 19.2 kgs in 2012, and it has been increased right now 32.4 according to FAO 2020 survey. So the international conferences on sustainable contribution of fisheries and food security held on Puerto in 1995 recognized that aquatic products contribute to the maintenance of the good nutrition. So here, not only the fish, we can consider other products also, because there is a biomagnification and bioaccumulation is going to be taking place, because we can consider the ocean, seas and water streams are considering the deposition of the more nutrients, and these nutrients are going to be uptaking by the living sources. As it is a hydrosphere, there are several algae and there are several aquatic animals are consuming this water as a food, and during their growth process they are consuming several nutrients which is there in that particular water stream bodies, and they accumulating in their body, and when we are consuming those nutrients that might be micro or macronutrients as a food, it will be easily permeable into our body. That's why animal based food products are considering as more nutritious than the plant based. So as I mentioned you that what are the different kind of aquatic products, as I told you that fishers are majorly considering as a more nutritious product than comparatively the other aquatic sources. And why it is? Because rich food for the poor, cheapest animal protein, where the fish meal will be having a higher protein, 25 to 30% protein we can consume per 100 grams of this particular protein resources. And fish enhances the brain development because omega-3 fatty acids plays a very crucial role, and which will be going to be helpful for the learning disabilities in children, and protects vision, and eye health will be going to be increased because there are several vitamin sources are available in that, and offers protection from cardiovascular diseases, and some cancer diseases also can be cured by the bioactive compounds from the aquatic resources. And aquaculture plays an important role in a national economy development, global food supply, and achievement of food security and rural development. Because I already told you that integrated agricultural practices, when we are, imagine there will be a farmer will be having a less amount of land for the cultivation of agriculture crop like a paddy. So anyhow, he is using a huge amount of water because the production of paddy will be taking or consuming huge amount of water. So when he is cultivating a paddy, he should be select a seed or a particular cultivar which will be a submerged type of cultivar, and along with that paddy cultivation practices, he may also going to be increases or practice the growth of the nutritive food material like fish along with that particular paddy. So we can uh, what are the advantages of this kind of practice? Because when the fish is going to be roaming there and here, it will be stops the growth of the weed and other kind of disturbing crops along with this particular paddy. And moreover, while they are surviving in these environmental conditions, they excrete the huge amount of nitrogen, and that nitrogen is a critical and as well as major element for the growth of paddy. So there are double benefits. So farmer cannot use, farmer maybe avoid using of nitrogen sources here as a fertilizer, because freely available from the fish excreta, and that will be in the form of bioavailability. So plant can easily take up that. So there will be a capital investment for the growth of paddy will be going to be decreases. So farmer cannot make effort for the fertilizer application in that particular crop. So which will be a double benefit for the farmer, and it will be helpful for the rural development by making them into double income with a less investment. So it provides worldwide employment to the million of people who are in regular agricultural practices. So as I told, why aquaculture matter in rural areas? Because majority of the rural people are depending upon agricultural practices, especially in Telugu states like AP and Telangana. A majority of the people depends upon the paddy cultivation. If there is a water scarcity or there will be no water supplement, then they will be shifting into the other crops like rain-fed crops like the cotton and as well as uh, other chili and vegetable crops they are selecting for the cultivation. But majority of the people they're choosing paddy as a their staple food, so that's why they are cultivating. So along with the paddy we can grow these aquacultural products, not only fish, we can go with the freshwater prawns and shrimps like vanamai, and also we can grow some of the microalgae along with this paddy, because microalgae are can be considered as a biofertilizer for the growth of paddy, and along with that we can extract that particular microalgae derivative compounds, and we can purify them and we can sell into the market. So government also promoting such a particular courses to improvise all these things by a organization called as NIRD, National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. So there we will be having certain courses which will be going to be improve our per capita GDP in a rural development program, along with the agricultural practices what we can do. So aquaculture also simultaneously we can perform, right? And if farmer is really interested only in aquaculture, so in Telangana we do have, and in Andhra Pradesh also there is a fishery college. There they will be having a separate courses for the implement of how a sustainable livelihood we can do along with the agricultural practices. So there are different kind of methodology, the cane culture also there, and pond culture also there, and inland culture also there, to improvise this aquatic animals growth, and as well as to how to improvise their particular body weight in a shorter duration to make them into more income. So this kind of practice may allow for the development of rural area. And what is exactly the role of aquaculture in food and nutrition? In small scale integrated farming system can provide high quality animal protein and other nutrients, commonly provide protein at a price generally affordable to poor segment of the community. So more than 500 million people in developing states depend on the fisheries and aquaculture for their food and nutrition, especially in case of coastal Andhra Pradesh and other states of the coastal of India. So they are having a regular practice of all this kind. So what are the health benefits? Health, nutrition, aquatic resources, community and household variable, economic and social culture directly having a connection with the aquatic resources. Because the food acquisition and variety which we are choosing and the quantity we are producing, that will be a direct source for the food, and food is will be directly consuming as considering as a nutritive source. If human beings are in a very healthy condition, then definitely it will be going to be improvising the health of that particular area. And if area or rural people are very much are healthier, they can produce huge amount of agricultural commodity, and which will be fulfill our population, global population food scarcity demand. So participatory approaches for improving household food security and nutrition. So community-centered approaches encourage self-reliance and self-help groups. So now, as I told you that NIRD is promoting such a groups, self-help groups, and some other governance programs, and though are giving training for the biofloc cultivation kind and pond cultivating kind of thing, and they are promoting such women and other unemployment people to making a significant contribution to sustainable development at local and national levels by giving training, and it is completely free of cost, and some people are maybe charging a nominal fee. So if we are trained, and definitely we can improvise the production of these aquatic resources, and we can make them into more secure, because food security is a major concern in the current scenario in the global market, because we are using unregulated kind of probiotics, because when we are dealing with the growth of these aquatic food resources, the major problem is bacterial and viral attacks on the cultivation. So to overcome this kind of problem, there are several kind of probiotic into the market without concern approval, and people are using those, and this may shows the adverse impact on the growth and development of fish. Sometimes total crop will be decay. So to overcome such problems, definitely government has to be regulate this particular activity, and only authorized and as well as approved probiotics should be there in the market, so that people who are really trained, they can use this kind of probiotics to improvise this particular production of aquatic resources. Right. So why aquafood is really needed to overcome malnutrition practices? As I told, right? So there are only people consuming this particular freshly catched or freshly derived aquatic food, but there are very less amount of processing units. Right. There is only one way of processing unit, that is a frozen condition. The frozen condition may retain the nutritive quality for a duration of time. But there are some value additions also required for the these aquatic resources food, like not only for fish and as well as shrimps. There are so many technologies needed to be discovered to improvise the consumption in a very economical way, and it has to be reached to the common consumer to fulfill this malnutrition practices, because a government is promoting such kind of to avoid the malnutrition practices. There will be calls as Anganwadi centers in local language, where we are fulfilling this malnutrition practices by providing some kind of protein rich sources and carb rich sources as a food material, and daily they are supplementing with the egg. So even though egg is considering as a full protein content, but there is a requirement of some value added products from the fish and other seafood resources, because we can develop such a methodology or a technology where children may be having a good amount of food, like of the current scenario, like a khichdi kind of, or other different kind of technologies needed to develop, so which should be more nutritious and affordable and accessible, and it should be sustainable. So there is a lack of all these technologies, and few governmental organization and research and development units are working together to improvise this value added product from the food and as well as aquatic food and other resources to fulfill these malnutrition practices, and it may take time. So aquatic food is not at all considering, because here there is a religious practices is going to be making here. You are maybe allergic towards the the aquatic food because they are considering as an allergen. So where they cannot separately prepare any technology for only to fulfill the small nutrition practices with the help of the aquatic foods. So this is a major concern. Because of that, they may be restricting. But we can use other resources like aquatic spinach and aquatic vegetables kind of thing, because they will be accumulating huge amount of micronutrients, because aquatic resources are having because accumulating biomagnification mechanism, and that is acidification is going to be taking care, and that will be going to be accumulating this micronutrients, and that micronutrients we are using as a source to, when we are developing a formulation to fulfill this malnutrition, maybe a good economical uh, suggestion to the this particular programs which is going to be organized by the government, and a framework for the increasing contribution of aquaculture for food security and food nutrition needed integration of aquaculture into the national development and stakeholder participation in the decision making in aquaculture, and information awareness rising, and capacity building also needed, because there are especially in Hyderabad and as well as Telangana, there is a low weightage for the aquatic practices, aquatic food development practices. It is only permitted, and it is only restricted to the boundaries of the coastal line, and there the aquaculture is given a huge amount of encouragement for the growing of this kind of activities. But if government has creating capacity building and as well as creating awareness to the self-help groups and other groups who are really interested to improvise this kind of technology, and as well as to produce this aquatic resources as a food, that might be gives a good outcome for the fulfilling the malnutrition practices. So as I told you, the capacity building is defined as a process of developing and strengthening the skill, insecticide abilities and processes and resources that organization and the communities need to survive, adapt and thrive in the fast catching world. So come to the conclusion. Aquaculture has shown resilience to various economic crises in the last decade, and available information indicating contribution of aquaculture to the food security, nutrition, and employment opportunities on the increasing. It may be increases, more increases by 2030 also. And long-term sustainability of aquaculture will be giving the economic, social, and environmental contribution to the food security, which will be depend on commitment of government and good governance. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. And now discussion is open for the queries.
Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of SIDVI Foundation and Srimant Bhaiyasaheb Rajamani Mahavidyalaya Maswad, I heartily thanking you for such a very informative and time-needed topic you have chosen for delivering the lecture. In last few months, maybe in May month, what we found that due to high temperature in some areas, peoples they have used some of the algae to decrease down the temperature in that particular area. Did you hear that, sir?
No, sir, no idea. Yeah, there water temperature may not play that much of crucial role in the growing stage, but in a hatchery stage, definitely, because these fingerlings and as well as that particular juvenile will be require a particular temperature during their maturity. But after growing a certain amount of length, water temperature cannot change when you are culturing in an artificial environment or even in a natural resources also. Am I audible?
So thanks a lot for your information. Really speaking, one has to go for such a type of supplemented food other
Yes, sir.
than the agriculture and the crop field areas. But the second thing, second question arises in our mind when we are going for meat, like suppose chicken, it has been given by some doses of some
Vaccine.
injections they have been given to grow it fastly.
True.
Nowadays, what we hear
Mm.
that some of the fishes they have been
Mm.
also treated in that way to increase their weight or to increase their developmental stages, even though. So that
Yeah, I completely understood your question, sir. Yeah, in poultry management practices, they are allowing the some
hello,
kind of vaccines and
are you able to listen my voice?
yeah, right now I'm able. There is a breakage in your voice.
Huh.
Yeah, it is clear, sir. It is clear. Please go ahead, sir. Please go
Huh.
ahead.
So what nowadays we are here, we came to know that some of the fishes, some of the peoples, they are giving such type of doses to the fishes, even though to grow fastly. Now, when we are talking about this aquatic food,
Yes.
it may be having such a type of contaminations in them.
Yeah, absolutely not true. It is partially true because we are not injecting any such kind of vaccines where it is a kind of regular practice in poultry. But we
Yes.
are giving some particular sedatives and steroids through the food because now
Yes.
the fishery food become a big business right now, and they are formulating such a type kind of floating and free floating and as well as slow shrinking food materials where the food is having a higher fat content and higher protein content. Because of consuming that, it will be growing very fastly, and there is no such a particular sedatives and as well as vaccines to improvise the growth and as well as weight of that particular fish or aquatic food. But surely we are supplementing through the food only, not through the injections and all. And secondly, we are using some probiotics. Actually, probiotics are designed for the to become a resistant to the viral diseases and bacterial diseases. But right now, people are playing some drama. That's what, because there is no such a regulatory body. For human beings, we do have if it is a Ayurvedic, we do have Ayush. And if it is a allopathic, we do have drug and regulatory authorities, DRA, and as well as FDA is there. But there is no such a regulatory body to approve these probiotics into the market. So that is a major concern right now. So along with the probiotics, they are giving some sedatives and other fat content. So fish is consuming them and improvising their weight in a short duration.
Thank you very much. This aquaculture, it may be a new chance to the upcoming students as a employment for the entrepreneurship or such a type of other services. And
Yes,
one should has to be look at such a type of through the uh, industrial way. So it is very nice to have a conversation with you, sir. On behalf of SIDVI Foundation and Srimant Bhaiya Saheb Rajamani Mahavidyalaya Maswat, I heartily thanking you for such a nice talk and giving us a new way of thinking for the mitigating our food
yes, sir.
requirements. Thank you very much, sir.
I need to give one more information to the participants here. Please give awareness to the students who are studying along with you and research scholars everywhere, those who are presenting. There is a scheme called as Pradhan Mantri Matsya Samyojana and promoting the growth the entrepreneurship by developing this recirculating aqua systems, bioflood system, tank culture, clean culture kind of. People are not aware in always as a source of food production other than the agriculture process. So my sincere request to all the participants, please create some awareness that how can we produce food commodities other than the agriculture.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. If possible, please give your address and phone number to the Nakela madam. So I will pass it on to my students.
Sure,
Those
sir.
students who are always seeking for entrepreneurship or they are seeking for jobs, etc. This is very nice field, upcoming field for such a type of students. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Actually, in future, in a very coming near future, let us plan a short-term course with Dr. Gandhi, sir, for all the students. I'll plan, sir, if Gandhi, sir, is available and agree with this proposal, definitely we can make an intensive program or short-term training course for the students, sir.
We can go for entrepreneurship way for the students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For the students, if we make it as an awareness program or any short-term course of this entrepreneurship, how they can get like that with some of the eminent people like Vikas Kumar sir and Gandhi sir. If we make it to be convenient to the students also for attending like that, it will be useful for them, sir. Let us plan, sir. Let us plan. Let us
Yes,
plan.
yes, definitely.
And one more request from my side. Our chief guest, Dr. Dixon Adams, sir, had joined, sir, and sir is about to greet our gathering now. Could you please announce Dr. Dixon Adams, sir, to speak a few words? I request
All right, so,
Dr. Dixon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir.
all right. Good morning to you, the chair of the conference, and all dear participants. I welcome you all to the second day of our international conference that we are using to mark the World Nature Conservation Day. I'm so happy that we are seeing today the second day of the conference, and I'm happy to listen to the wonderful research conducted by participants, and they are sharing them. The latest one being Dr. Gandhi's presentation. And what is so remarkable about his presentation is how he links up with students and then open up entrepreneurial pathways in food and agricultural sector. This is the kind of research that we need because it impacts society, especially the youth, who are the future of our societies. And as we do this, my call is that we need to also imbibe conservation ideals in our students. So whilst we get resources from nature, it's important that we sustain the base. And that is how come we have to also look at pushing for conservation. And we have to also bring the students along. And as we do that, we shouldn't forget the community sensitization approaches. I realized that Dr. Gandhi also incorporated that. So whilst we bring the youth on board, it is communities that drive change. So it's important that we also touch the grassroots and then increase our sensitization in communities. So thank you so much for joining our second day, and I wish everyone a fruitful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Dixon Adams, sir. In spite of your busy schedule and being a very key person in many of the conferences and events today, you had paid your valuable time to us. Thanks a lot, sir, for your commitment and cooperation to SIDVI. And on behalf of SPRM Maswad Maharashtra and SIDVI Foundation Vishakhapatnam, I extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude towards your commitment, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
You are most welcomed. Thank you.
I request Dr. Sujit sir, please continue for the next presentation, sir.
Yes, sure, ma'am. So, in the
Ma'am,
next presentation,
Sujit sir, I really thank Gandhi sir for his presentation, sir. I also enjoyed listening to your, like debate, both of you. Sir, it was good, sir, Gandhi's presentation. If
Thank you, madam.
possible, in
Yes,
the
madam.
coming days, we can collaborate with him for the. Okay.
Yes, madam.
Thank you,
Both of them are Dr. Gandhi sir and Dr. Sujit sir. Both of them are moving encyclopedias, ma'am.
Okay, so nice, so nice. Thank you, sir.
thank you. So, we are moving
And,
further. Ma'am. Yes, yes, please.
and for this presentation also, I request Dr. Mary Sunanda ma'am to please as a co-chairperson.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
So, with the grand permission of chairperson and vice chairperson, I call upon Mr. Bibhishan Bika Mahadik from ICMIRPSD 2026-07-016. Study on seed germination of mung bean with respect to the effect of different extracts of blue-green alga spirulina plantensis Gomont with respect to the effect of different extracts of blue-green alga spirulina. I request Mr. Bibhishan Mahadik, who is assistant professor at Indapur, to start his presentation if he is present over here. Okay, he may not be join this session. I request another participant, Dr. M. Nila, who is associate professor of commerce, Women's College Trichy, Autonomous College Trichy, Tamil Nadu. His presentation topic is the role of human capital to attain sustainable economic growth. If Dr. Nila is present.
Sorry, sir. Actually, Neela ma'am's presentation will be after 3:30 because now she had a class, sir. So this is 1/7 will be
Okay, ma'am. No issue.
Dr.
And,
Rajendra
I think
Anand Lavate. Dr. Rajendra Ananda Lavate, Assistant Professor in Botany, Miraz, Maharashtra. Is Dr. Rajendra sir available? Okay, sir. We can continue with the next one, sir. Sir, next one will be Dr. Manjusha Vijay Ingawale.
she is not there. So one of our participant, Harshavardhan Kulkarni, emerging trends in statistics for sustainable development, a comprehensive review. He will start his presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
I request Kulkarni sir to start the presentation.
Okay.
Is my screen visible, ma'am? Oh, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible. Sir.
Okay. So, good afternoon, respected chairperson, distinguished delegates, researchers, and participants. I am Harshvardhan Srikant Kulkarni from Department of Statistics, SBR College, Muswad. Today, I am presenting a review chapter titled Emerging Trends in Statistics for Sustainable Development, a comprehensive review. This presentation explores how modern statistical methodologies are transforming sustainable development throughout data-driven decision-making, artificial intelligence, and advanced analytics. So, the sustainable development aims to balance economic growth, environmental protection, and social well-being. Achieving the sustainable development goals requires reliable data and scientific evidences. Statistics has evolved from simple descriptive analysis to advanced predictive and prescriptive analytics, making it central sustainable decision making. Okay, so the main objectives of these studies are to review the emerging trends in statistics, discuss modern statistical methodologies, explore multidisciplinary applications, identify research challenges, and suggest future directions. The objectives of this review is not to develop a new model, but to summarize recent developments and identify how statistics contributes to sustainable development across the multiple disciplines. Okay, so statistics for sustainable development. So here we can see that statistics converts raw observations into meaningful knowledge that supports policy formulation, resource allocation, environmental monitoring, and evaluation of sustainable development goals. So these are some emerging statistical trends. The field of statistics has expanded considerably. Big data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Bayesian statistics, spatial statistics, time series forecasting, Internet of Things analytics, remote sensing. These are some emerging statistical trends and which are very important in this sustainable development goal. So coming towards big data analytics, big data enables real-time monitoring of sustainability indicators using satellite imagery, Internet of Things devices, and social media data. Now, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, artificial intelligence and machine learning complement statistical inference by uncovering hidden patterns and generating accurate predictions for sustainable planning. The key applications areas of this field are in agriculture, healthcare, climate and environment, weather forecasting, smart cities, supply chain demand forecasting, education, and economics. So these are some very important data-driven decision makings for sustainable future. Yes. Now, official statistics form the backbone of Sustainable Development Goal monitoring by integrating multiple data sources to measure the development progress. These official statistics like census, surveys, administrative data, remote sensing, open data, big data are very important. So what are the challenges? While advanced analytics provides enormous opportunities, issues related to data quality, ethics, privacy, and computational infrastructure remains the significant barriers. So the data quality, privacy, missing data, ethics, computational cost, lack of skilled workforce are the main challenges faced in this area. So what are the future directions? Okay. The future research will increasingly integrate artificial intelligence, big data analytics, Internet of Things, cloud computing, digital twins, citizen science and crowd sourcing, data ethics and privacy, and smart governance. Now, the proposed framework for statistics-driven sustainable development goals. So this is the framework which summarizes the integration of emerging statistical techniques into sustainable decision support systems, which includes data sources, some statistical methods, artificial intelligence and machine learning, decision support system, policy formulation, and sustainable development goals. So what are some key findings? Statistics supports all sustainable development goals. AI enhances predictions. Big data improves the monitoring. Official statistics remains essential and interdisciplinary collaboration is very crucial. So the final conclusions are statistics is a central to sustainable development. Modern analytics enables better decision making. AI and Internet of Things will shape future statistical research. Collaboration is essential for achieving sustainable development goals. Statistics has moved beyond tradition, data analysis, and has become a strategic tool for sustainable governance and scientific innovation. Integrating statistical methods with AI, IoT, and geospatial technologies will be essential for achieving the sustainable development goals. So this is one important quote that without data, sustainability is only an aspiration. But with statistics, it becomes measurable, actionable, and achievable. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Sunanda ma'am, if you have any questions.
Sir. This Harshavardhan sir, yours is very lucid and simple and yet motivating, inspiring and thought-provoking presentation, sir. Everywhere after 2015 what you call sustainable development goals research are doing rounds, all the countries are gearing up to reach the target. So
Yes,
your
ma'am.
presentation is also very much meaningful in this context.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, with your presentation and with your research, in which area you are exactly targeting? Like you have national development, you have education, you have technology, health, and industry. So how do you how do you say that this, my research would definitely help in what you call thinking for future goals? It hits some particular aims and objectives in this area.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I think that the technologies which are now increasingly rapidly increasing, like artificial intelligence and machine learning, we can use these technologies for achieving these sustainable goals.
Sir, yes. With regard to India, and anywhere did you use AI in your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Now we can see. Hello.
Hello, there is some, I can't, your voice is not audible.
Hello.
Okay,
Hi,
sir.
yes, ma'am.
It was nice.
Am I audible now?
Now you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. So these new technologies like artificial intelligence, we can really.
I think some technical issues are there at your place, sir. Your voice is interrupting.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
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 Ma'am.
Yes,
Am
sir.
I
Yes, sir.
audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Some issues, technical issues are there in our, from our side.
No issues.
Thank you very much, Kulkarni sir, for nice presentation. Now I call upon another participant, Dr. Rajendra Laute, Assistant Professor in Botany from Bapuji Sadunke College, Miraz, District Sangli, Maharashtra. If he is there, please start your presentation. Dr. Rajendra Laute. I think he is not over there.
Actually, sir is there, sir. Dr. Rajendra Laute is there in the participants list,
Okay.
but he may not be available. He had joined and kept silent, I think. Okay, sir, we can move ahead.
Okay, please. So the next presentation is Dr. Manjusha Ingavle. She is also not there.
Yes, sir.
So let's have the next session of award ceremony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Huh.
It's my privilege and happy to stand before all of you for the announcement of the SIDVI's special awards on this auspicious World Nature Conservation Day. Before this, I request Mr. Rashekar sir, please share your screen to display the awards. Yeah, thank you, sir. And the first award goes to Mahalakshmi BR under the category of Research Excellence Award for her extensive and outstanding contribution towards the field of geology. As a research scholar, Mahalakshmi ma'am is doing very good work. So our jury members has decided to announce a Research Excellence Award to her. Congratulations, Mahalakshmi ma'am. Ma'am is a research scholar, Department of Geology, Yuvraj College, University of Mysore, Karnataka. Ma'am, my heartfelt congratulations on behalf of SIDVI Foundation and SBRM Maswar.
Thank you,
If
ma'am.
you are
Thank
there,
you so much, ma'am.
please speak a few words, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected chief guest, dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, researchers, and participants. I am Mahalakshmi BR, research scholar from the Department of Zoology, Yuvaraja's College, Mysore, Karnataka. I am truly honored and humbled to receive this Research Excellence Award
So it is the result of curiosity, collaboration, and unwavering support of many people. I sincerely thank to organizer and selection committee of SIDVI Foundation for this prestigious recognition. This award is a tremendous encouragement to me to continue my research with greater commitment, integrity, and excellence. In this time, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude, my mentors, teachers, collaborators, colleagues, and family members whose guidance and unconditional support and constant encouragement have shaped my academic journey. Uh, Thank you so much for this incredible honor, for encouraging excellence in this research field. Thank you once again for this wonderful recognition. Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again and all the very best for your future endeavors, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I would like to announce the next award to N. Sai Prashanti, Research Scholar, National Institute of Vedic Sciences, under the category of Young Researchers Award. Congratulations, Sai Prashanti, ma'am. If you are there, please speak a few words, ma'am. Sai Prashanti, ma'am. Under the category of Young Researcher Award. Okay. I would like to invite Mr. Amol Rajendra Singh Pardeshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Dada Patil Mahavidyalaya, Karjat District, Ahalya Nagar, under the category of Young Researcher Award. If Mr. Amol sir is present here, please speak a few words regarding your achievements, sir. Okay. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to Dr. D.S. Vadavkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Dada Patil Mahavidyalaya, Karjat, under the category of Young Researcher Award. If Dr. D.S. Vadavkar sir is available, please speak a few words of your achievements, sir. Okay. Thank you, Rashekar sir, for extending your support in sharing your screen. Thanks a lot. With the permission of respected Sujit Jadhav sir and other organizers, we can move to the next technical session, sir. For this session, I would like to invite, before this, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the presenters, awardees, and guest of honors, especially chairperson and co-chairperson, for extending your support for completing of technical session 3 of this 2-day international conference. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Gandhi sir, Dr. Vikas Kumar sir, Dr. Mary Sunanda ma'am, Dr. Dixon Adam sir, for giving your support in making this fruitful and successful. Thanks a lot, ma'am, Mary Sunanda ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Mention not.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And if you have time, please stay with us, ma'am.
Okay, I will participate.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And for this session, for the next session, I would like to invite Sujit sir. Shall I go ahead, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I would like to invite Dr. Pavanjit Kaur, Assistant Professor Chemistry, School of Mechatronics Engineering, Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Pune, Maharashtra, and co-chairperson Dr. N. Bharatjyoti ma'am, Head of the Department, Department of Zoology, Mary Stella College, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. A very warm welcome to the Honorable Chairperson and Co-Chairperson of this session. And if Pavanjit ma'am is there, actually Bharatjyoti
Thank
ma'am
you,
is
ma'am,
about to join.
for inviting me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And I shall go with the announcement of the presenters, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Perfectly.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. With the permission of Honorable Chair and Co-Chair and organizers, Dr. Sujit Jadhav sir and other organizing team of SBRM, I would like to announce the next presentation, ICMIR PSD 2026-07019, under the title of Antibacterial and Cytotoxicity Studies of Silver Nanoparticles Obtained from Greenery Adansonia digita Leaf Extract by Dr. Jeevan Ramesh Rao Kote, Assistant Professor and Head of the Department of Botany from Sangli. Is Dr. Jeevan sir available? Okay. With the permission of Honorable Chair and Co-Chair, I am going to the next presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
Bearing the number 020 by Dr. Bharati Shekhar Chandrahasar Patil from Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Is Dr. Bharati Shekhar available? Okay. We shall move to the next presentation, 021 by Mr. Saurav Somnath Gaikwad, Research Scholar, PG, Department of Botany and Research Center, Pune, Maharashtra. Mr. Saurav Somnath, sir, could see you in the list of participants.
So all these people are there in the participant list, but why they are not coming up?
Actually, we had given the time schedule also, sir, to all the participants.
Yes, yes.
If not, if any other persons available for presentation, it is welcome. Any other presenters would like to present in this slot, it is welcome. Dr. Sujit sir, 022 is yours. Anybody are there for presentation, sir?
Right now, the persons, we will have our presentation in later session.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No issues. No issues. Or Mr. Gadge, Mrs. Gadge, 024. Mrs. Kamble Priyanka. Mrs. Anita Katta. So instead of not wasting much time, we shall move to the because we should not make our esteemed speakers and esteemed chair and co-chair to be weighted much more. So I would like to invite Dr. Pavanjit Kaur ma'am for her distinguished invited talk by this time. Ma'am, are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Let me just present my screen.
Yes, ma'am. Please,
Yeah,
ma'am.
all right. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
It is sharing, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It is visible, ma'am.
All right. All right. Actually, due to network fluctuation, I'm switching off my video so that it won't get disrupted.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Pavanjeet Kaur, Assistant Professor Chemistry and IQAC member of School of Mechatronics Engineering, Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Pune. Firstly, I would like to thank Srimant Bhaiya Sahib Rajamane Mahavidyalaya, as well as SIDVI Foundation and our organizer, Dr. Aruna Kumari Nakela ma'am, for inviting me on this international conference on multidisciplinary innovative research and practices for sustainable development. Since we are talking about sustainability and we are celebrating the Nature Conservation Day, so I have amalgamated my topic into Sustainability 4.0, which is the need of the hour, how by the Sustainability 4.0, we can reimagine the nature by focusing on digital innovation and keeping an eye on sustainability. So in our today's discussion, we'll be able to discuss upon, can technology be able to save the nature or even speed up the environmental damage? And how the digitalization or the technologies like artificial intelligence, big data, and IoT, they are going to be shaping the future of sustainability. Apart from that, we'll be also discussing about how green chemistry and sustainable and smart manufacturing, they join hand to reduce the overall environmental impact. We'll be also covering about the real world applications for agriculture, energy usage, or education sector, or sustainable and smart cities, and how digitalization is going to help in those. Of course, we'll be discussing about the challenges like e-waste, energy usage, and the digital device, because at the end, we all want to contribute towards greener and tech-enabled future. So, our first question is, can technology save the planet, or will it going to create or accelerate any further environmental downfall? Because we already know huge amount of environmental degradation already happened. That is why we are constantly talking about the nature conservation, right? So let's discuss what is sustainability. Sustainability is something that we have to meet the present needs, present generation, whatever the needs are there in terms of energy, in terms of education, in terms of manufacturing, or in terms of resource usage, without compromising the future generation availability of those resources. And the digital age, that is going to be dominated by, since the past 2 decades, it is already dominated by technology, by data-driven technologies, as well as connectivity. So why we are amalgamating these two things together? Because digital transformation can actually support sustainability if we are using it responsibility-wise. So what is Sustainability 4.0? Many people may ask that, yeah, we are discussing about environmental sustainability, we are discussing about sustainable development goals. We got to know about Industry 4.0 and its version, which got transformed into Industry 5.0 and those technologies. But what exactly is Sustainability 4.0? So it is the integration of the technologies which are going to be implemented or which are already being implemented at Industry 5.2, along with the taking care of sustainable development goals at every step. So in general, it is having a deep emphasis on economic values, economic perspectives, environmental perspectives, whether it is environmental conservation or whether it is getting downfall of environmental degradation, or our social responsibilities or social status or social divide, how these can lead to sustainability 4.2. So this is simply the amalgamation of Industry 5.2 technologies as well as sustainable development goals. Now, talking about global sustainability, how can we forget about SDGs and it's a global action framework? Because we are constantly having the rapid climate change, right? Nowadays, winters are not winters anymore. Summers are not summer anymore, right? We have gone through huge climate change and rapid changes in the climate. It actually leads to biodiversity loss, nature loss. It increases the level of pollution. Even the resource depletion is happening. And it all is happening due to upliftment of urbanization and industrialization. As we know, Aravalli Hills, they are, having the huge amount of plantation or even the mangrove plantation and trees. We are, due to industrialization and globalization, urbanization, we are creating an environmental stress due to huge amount of deforestation. Cane Betwa protest which is going on, it is actually depicting the same environmental stress only due to the rapid involvement of industrialization, right? But when we talk about SDG as a global action framework, we can always say, oh, at our level, what we can do. No, it is not like that. If we follow sustainable development goals at every point from the beginning of our from the beginning of our life, it will be really helpful because these are just the blueprint so that we can achieve the better future as well as the sustainable future for everybody, not just for us, but for everybody. So how we can shift it from digitalization, which emphasize Industry 5.2, how Industry 5.2 can be lead to sustainability 4.2? Well, it requires digital transformation to the sustainable transformation. For that purpose, what we need to do, we need to firstly identify the problems which are there for Industry 4.2 or Industry 5.2 and how digitalization or digital transformation leads to reducing amount of, or creating the amount of e-waste or consuming huge amount of energy or water resources or even other natural resources, right? So after identification of the problem and need to establish how we can transform it to sustainability wise, we can develop the concepts, and those concepts will be getting developed by using digitalization only, because we can have all the data till now whichever is available freely. We can give that data to AI, cloud computing, IoT, digital trends, digital technologies further. Deep learning and reinforce learning to learn from mistakes, to propose and launch the solutions, specifically when we talk about the decision making, so that decision making can be done very properly here. And after that, the final feedback, we can implement the solution, and if there is any changes required to implement those solutions, we can refine, we can revise, and again we can develop the new concept, because technology is both a problem and a solution for sustainability. So what are the key enablers of sustainability 4.2? Firstly, openness and transparency, because we need to have responsible action. We need to follow ethics when we are talking about digitalization, when we are talking about creativity and innovative solution. Because here, to implement those solutions, transparency and ethics are important. And thereafter, we need to execute whatever the solution we are getting after the rapid decision making. We need to execute those solutions so that we can bring the environmental changes on ground level, right? For that purpose, we require the consistent collaboration between internal and external stakeholder ecosystems, whether it is industry, whether it is academia, whether it is research labs, whether it is the policymaker. We need collaboration among all, and from thereafter we can achieve the desired outcomes, because it has to be, we need to treat it as one solo mission that we need to achieve sustainability. We need to focus on a better future without harming more towards the environmental. Okay, and how green chemistry is going to be helpful in this digital era? Well, we all are talking about multiple processes, multiple unit operations, which are there in the industry, which are there in the manufacturing industries, right? And to enhance the sustainability, we need to firstly focus on the materials, right? The production of materials and how we can lead to sustainable materials, which are, having less toxic waste, and which are not utilizing these many toxic chemicals during their production. So there is where green chemistry came into the picture, because if we amalgamate green chemistry with digitalization, it will definitely gonna improve the precision, and it will be reducing the overall wastage in the industrial manufacturing, whether it is the waste of energy, whether it is the waste of production of waste toxic materials. Because with the help of AI and machine learning, we can already predict the reaction. Even with the digital twins, we can already have a subset of that data, that this is how this advancement, or this is how these, whether there are bio-inspired materials or the nanomaterial or any other smart meta materials, this is how they are going to react with the environment. So we can easily predict the reaction, we can improve the yield, we can ensure the safety, and we can ensure that there is less toxic waste being produced, right? And for this purpose, we can't do this thing manually. So that is why we require AI to help us in such fields. And when we talk about smart manufacturing, we already know that IoT sensors, they can monitor emissions, whether those are carbon emission, whether those are toxic volatile organic component emissions in the manufacturing industries, whether it is the energy use or water consumption. So these sensors, when they are joined together with the machine learning and AI technologies as well as digital twins, they are going to sense better, and accordingly they are going to have the predictive analysis of how the maintenance of these failures can be done without saving much more energy. Because industry 5.0, this is something which is equivalent to producing whatever we want to, but cleanly and smartly. So digital twin, as I already told earlier, that it's similar to the real world systems digitally. And those days are gone when we were practicing first in the manufacturing for making of any medicines, for making of any textile or dyes or other materials, even for defense applications, for mechatronics, for anything. So what we were using earlier, we were doing the trial and error, and this was producing huge amount of physical waste, right? So nowadays we are having digital twins. They are the replica of basically all the physical objects, and from the virtual twin we can easily find out whether this information will lead to what sort of things, right? So it can factories. Nowadays, many robotics industries, they are relying upon digital twins for process optimization, even for power plants or for city planning. It will be a really helpful for us. And if we talk about the scenarios of environmental monitoring, AI has shown huge impact in terms of environmental monitoring, whether it is talking about analysis of the satellite images, whether it is of analyzing any sensor data. Even if we are providing any sort of raw data to AI and machine learning, they will be monitoring it properly. After the monitoring, they can predict what that data will lead to. For example, if we are talking about natural disasters, disasters, if we are providing the earlier data, and it will be fetching that information, and from thereafter it will predict when and where the natural disaster is going to happen. We can also track the climate trends, right? And accordingly we can have the preventive analysis, because these all data driven policies, they can help us in protecting the environment. And if we lead to we are looking at the earth monitoring or environmental monitoring data, if we are talking about this data, so in 2026 and in 2024, the data increased up to 5.79. The level got increased this much. And by the year 2030, as per the Sustainable Development rules and data, when we are having the amalgamation of AI-enabled technologies, we will be dependent more towards computer visions, IoT, machine learning, as well as the natural language processing and other AI technologies for better environmental monitoring and prediction. Yeah, so we were talking about getting the information from the satellite and sensing that information, predicting the whatever analysis we want, right? So for by using IoT and remote sensing, we can have high resolution images. So there we can monitor the forest fire, we can monitor if there is any tsunami or any other ocean level disaster is going to happen, whether there is any discrepancy in terms of farmland or in terms of any agriculture shortage, right? And even in the areas of, for example, if we want to track the crop health or even the water bodies in terms of pollution, in terms of deforestation. So this data-backed conservation will actually be helping us in terms of nature conservation at all. And when we talk about sustainable smart cities, they are basically using the smart sensors for lightning. Nowadays we must have gone to such malls where when we are going to the mall, automatic lights are getting on, right? And automatic traffic system, without any traffic policeman, we are having the traffic signals based on the sensors. Even the lightning nowadays we are using is smart lights, right? Even the water systems, how much water is going to be used for a specific purpose. So these sensors will actually going to reduce the energy consumption, and it will be better for the urban planning. For example, New York Smart City or Pune Smart City, they are based on such sort of sensors, so that they can manage the whole thing, and it have complete a smart architecture overall. Talking about digital agriculture, so in the agriculture, sensors are till now being utilized for detecting the crop health, even detecting the diseases of the crops, right? Nowadays, we must have seen through Instagram reels, we are simply clicking a photograph of a plant, and then by using AI, we are finding out which sort of disease the crop is having and how we can manage that disease, right? So by this way, our farmers, they will take help from the sensors as well as the AI technologies to find out whether soil is moist or dry. Even they can use drones for monitoring the crop health or even for irrigation purposes, right? Weather updates apps are better, and even nowadays nano fertilizers and how much fertilizer is required by some specific crop, it is all be given and detected and monitored by AI technologies. And by this way, we can lead to definitely higher yield with less input, right? So we can also have the blockchain for supply chain transparency, because we talk about manufacturing, we talk about agriculture, we talk about smart cities, but when it comes to supply chain, we must have seen that there are many issues are there, right? For example, if I'm talking about just food, like food transformation or food transportation, supply chain, suppose, and in the packaged food, many times we can't detect that without the smell, we can't detect that the foil is getting spoiled or not, the food is getting spoiled or not. By that way, we can use sensing technologies. Nowadays, multiple biosensors are available, colorimetric and optical sensors are available, which can detect. So this is how during the supply chain, we can have the transparency. We can track the life cycle of the products. And by using blockchain technologies, we can ensure that there is lesser environmental fraud, right? So for food safety, timber tracking, we can easily use these technologies. Thereafter, if we need to achieve sustainability, we need to firstly focus upon education, right? So sustainable education is very important from the beginning of the students joining. For example, at our homes itself, if we teach our kids that, oh, you have to, segregate the waste, the dry waste and the wet waste, you need to segregate so that, its dispose can be very easy. So this is something that we can do for sustainability education from our home itself without even our kid is going to the school, right? And up to bigger levels, since many people are there who haven't learned about sustainability at their school, I agree for that. But for those students and for those who are very much interested in terms of sustainability, if they want to learn more about sustainability, we are having online platforms like Swayam, NPTEL, Coursera, and other sustainability related digital programs which are enabling the awareness among the people, right? Even virtual chemistry labs nowadays we are having, which we can use easily to reduce the use of chemicals, to reduce the hit and trial methods during the training, right? And even if we talk about forensic training, right, in the crime investigation labs, when we are having forensic chemistry training to the students to detect which criminal evidence we are having and how to detect, how to find out how these all murders are going to happen or whatever fraud we are going to detect, right? So for that purpose, for the training purposes, we can have virtual chemistry. And once they have learned how to use these chemicals, how to get it done easily and sustainability wise, then only we can allow the students to, train themselves on the chemicals. It will be reducing the waste as well as it will lead to sustainability, right? And we do have these many universities, like more than 784 universities are there in India. I'm talking about private universities, right? And we do have central universities, state level universities. We do have these many colleges, right? India is a huge education hub. So in these many organizations, if during the training phase of the students, for example, if a student is new, even at the schools, at preliminary education, preliminary lab education, if we start with the virtual chemistry labs, it will be really going to helpful in terms of student training, right? And if we amalgamate it with the virtual reality, AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality, they will be having a real life experience without wasting any chemical and without getting exposed to the toxicity of the chemicals, right? Because at the end, we need to ensure that there is a low carbon footprint, but at the same time, global learning is also not getting affected. And when we talk about renewable energy, because we are talking about nature conservation, how we cannot talk about the renewable energy here, right? So in terms of renewable energy, we can have digital control systems, and AI can help optimize the energy production, whether it is for solar energy, whether it is for wind energy or hydro energy. We already have smart meters to monitor how much electricity we can get control at home level or industry level. By these ways, we can encourage the energy efficiency as well as utilization of energy, and we'll also adopt the renewable energy technologies, whether it is hydropower. Nowadays, we are very much enthusiastic about talking about fuel cells, talking about hydrogen production, sustainable hydrogen production or green hydrogen production for, having the renewable energy resources. right? So when we are talking about this all sustainable development, we are talking about nature conservation, it's very important that we need to talk about circular economy principles also. And circular economy principle, those are more into reducing the waste as well as consuming whatever is required, at the same time increasing the shelf life of the whatever appliances we are using, whatever resources we are using, and at the same time talking about how much we are just like atom economy, whatever we are getting as a feedstock, we need to get the production of that particular thing without getting this much of waste, right? And to achieve that, we can have digital technologies. For example, the sharing apps, Uber, Ola, Airbnb, they are reducing actually the material usage, right? And these all are enabled by, powered by the digital technologies only, right? We can have smart management, waste management apps so that we can track and reduce the amount of disposal, right? And we need to overall have a product life cycle tracking also, so that we are not overly producing anything without getting it utilized properly. Okay, and if we are talking about e-waste, we know that 50 million tons of e-waste is getting generated on yearly basis, right? And it consists of toxic materials. And we talk about overall recycling of this e-waste, only 20% of this is getting recycled, and that too not by any regulatory bodies, but why I'm saying here 20%, this 20% include the metal mining, and these metal mining as well as the illegal mining of these metals from the e-waste generate multiple consequences, whether it leads to the theft, whether it leads to the illegal activities and all. So only this much is getting recycled. For this purpose, we can have lesser of fast technology upgrade. It won't be the case. For example, I was listening to one like I was listening to one person on Instagram the other day, and the lady, she was talking about whenever there is a launch of a new iPhone, I want that, right? And it would be like, oh God, like every time a new technology is getting upgrade, if everybody is thinking like this, oh, I need to upgrade my technology, I need to purchase a new iPhone, I need to purchase the new Mac, where we are going? We will be producing a huge amount of e-waste, right? At our homes, I am sure that we must have upgraded to enabled new technologies, new phones, and our previous phones are still there at our homes, right? We know that those are still there, and many of the phones are in good condition. But since those are not technology friendly nowadays, we are not using it, right? So when we talk about e-waste management, we must provide a digital solution. We can have smart bins or QR systems so that we can properly sort the waste, as well as there must be a policies like extended producer responsibility policy, so that we can simply connect the users with the recycling centers, right? The apps must be there so that whatever the waste we are going to produce, that waste is getting taken by the recycling centers and it will get recycled. If you have gone through the recent technologies, many people, they have already started. There was a startup the startup came in, they were using the waste materials by not by scrapping all those scraps, they were simply converting it into a material which is more durable than the concrete, and they were making beautiful tiles as well as beautiful bricks out of those materials. They so durable. And nowadays they are like, they have already started these things. So it making, as we know, plastic never degrade, right? So they are using plastic scraps, they are using e-waste. So by all these ways, it will be more durable than our bricks, right? So these sort of management technologies we must have, right? And where chemistry is going to be helping in sustainable technologies, rather than saying that, oh, CS students must not be having chemistry at their college level, we must not do that, because without chemistry we can't have sustainability at all, right? Because if we need to talk about reduction of pollution, definitely chemistry is required. Safe degradation, because we are not going to talk about only the technologies and not thinking about its real life implementation, right? What is the need of those digitalization if we can't implement it on reality, on ground level, right? So talking about recyclable batteries or biodegradable polymers or green solvent, they all are related to chemistry. And this is how we can going to achieve the minimum waste, and we can use the safe chemicals which will reduce the environmental impact which we are suffering from. So sustainable development goals, where digitalization actually is going to help for nature conservation. Goal 7, which implement affordable clean energy. Then when it comes to industry innovation and infrastructure, we need to talk about smart manufacturing, smart technology, so that we can have innovation. At the same time, we can have sustainability. So goal 11 is sustainable cities, goal 12 responsible consumption, climate change, life on land and life below water. They all are directly getting impacted by digitalization and digital technologies. And now we are in India, and we must know what India is doing in promoting sustainability. So India has already launched Digital India Mission and Skill India courses, so that we can provide the digital training to normal people in terms of sustainability, so that we can have smart village projects, so that we can combine the clean technologies as well as connectivity. So globally also, Apple now have started using 100% renewable powered facilities. Even Google, they have used AI to reduce the data center cooling cost. Even UNDP, they are digital platforms, they are supporting the SDG initiatives. So by 2030, we are actually focusing towards 24/7 carbon-free energy, right? Of course, there are going to be few challenges in the amalgamation, or even in the implementation of those technologies, because energy consumption to train those data sets, to train those models, AI based models, we require huge amount of energy as well as water, right? And privacy risk is always there. For example, if we are providing the data from manufacturing industries, it will definitely lead to many privacy concerns, right? Surveillance risks are also there. And many times when we talk about digitalization, it's not possible that every part of India we are having the same amount of digital infrastructure, right? There are few areas, still few rural areas are there where there is no network precisely, right? So these are few issues that can be hinder the digitalization and to achieve sustainability 4.0. But at our end, what we can do, see, we are educators. We are organizing such conferences on the sustainability. And I would like to thank Aruna ma'am and SIDVI Foundation, because they are making all the conferences proceedings, or making all the conference recording available on YouTube, right? So that, for example, if anyone is typing sustainability on YouTube, we'll be getting, every scientist we people are having here, or every educator who's coming, they are coming up with this much of information, and whenever wherever we need to require that information, we can easily go through those YouTube videos. And by that way, normal public or the current generation which are learning about sustainability, they can integrate digital sustainability topic into their education, into their research, whatever, right? And student and professional, they can adopt eco-conscious technology practices, and they can promote digital minimalization and sustainable consumption. So in the future, if we want to maintain a sustainability 4.0 scenarios, we need to focus on AI design sustainable materials, whether it is metamaterial, whether it is other nanomaterials or sustainable smart materials. So we need to focus on bio-digital convergence, right? So that whatever technologies we are having, those can be at least biodegradable, or we can have the biosensors so that detection would be possible for all the nature related things, right? Because now we have decades into tech centric innovation. Now it's time to have focus on planet centric innovation, nature centric innovation. For that purpose, we can launch multiple climate tech startups, because at the end, sustainability 4.0 is actually the green synergy with digitalization. So what are the key takeaways from this presentation? Sustainability need innovation, definitely, and all the digital technologies like AI, ML, DL, IoT, big data, they are revolutionizing how we can monitor, manage, and optimize the resources. Green chemistry and smart manufacturing, if they are working together, we can definitely reduce the industrial waste and lead to environmental sustainability. We need to also talk about e-waste and energy use from the technology, because balance is required. And if we can have interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary collaboration, but for that purpose, it's very important that even if a person is from a different background, they must know about environmental sustainability, they must know about sciences and amalgamation of science and technology, where all the research labs, all the private laboratories, private startups, industries, government-funded projects, organizations, policymakers, as well as all the universities and colleges, people from all these stakeholders, they must work together so that we can, at the end, we can have humanization, we can have innovation, as well as policies to lead to a greener and digitally responsible future. Thank you so much for your patient listening. If there are any queries, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pavanjit ma'am,
Thank
for
you,
your
ma'am.
elaborate and wonderful presentation, and your ideology, thought-provoking, innovative, effective, whatnot, everything you will be included, you had included in your presentation.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
ma'am.
I invite anyone from the participant side who wish to interact with Dr. Pavanjit ma'am. Please welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Aruna Nakala
Because
madam.
we are very much fortunate enough to have. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I really thank Dr. Pavanjit Kaur, ma'am,
Thank you,
because
Mary,
her
ma'am.
consistent efforts in every program she participates with a lot of enthusiasm and what you call effort and task. She has a task in her presentation, and these are all very pertinent things, that always in every conference or international or national, we come out with some of the takeaways that you have mentioned today.
Yes,
Some of the
thank
things, how we can overcome in the Jiffy, I would like to thank Srimad Bhai Saheb Rajmane Mahavidyalaya Masoud. Like my sincere thanks to you, sir. Then now coming to the Pavanjit Kaur's presentation, a word of mouth, like a word of mouth. For this, I have something from Ghazal, like बात निकलेगी तो दूर तलक जाएगी. In English, what do we say? It is nothing but it is what word of mouth. Sometimes we should, with whoever is surrounding us, we should talk to them about our presentations also. Okay. So like that, we can start, and word of mouth has powerful what you call agenda in spreading the news. So I thank Pavanjit Kaur ma'am for your fair, lovable and powerful presentation.
Thank you so much,
So,
Mary ma'am, for your kind words. Thank you.
thank you once again. Thank you, Sujit Jadhav sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all once again. Adab, namaskar.
Being a very younger age, ma'am is having very extensive knowledge, ma'am. Pawanjit ma'am is having very extensive knowledge.
Yes, yes.
In future, definitely we can get a very eminent scientist with us, Dr. Pawanjit ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dr. Sujit sir, anything else from your end, sir?
No, ma'am, but I am ready with my presentation. Shall I
Yes, sir.
start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, if anybody missed in the previous presenters, we can allow them first of all.
Okay, okay, no issues, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Any presenters previously missed of their presentations, it is welcome.
Hello.
Yes, please, sir.
Yes, ma'am. This is Professor Gaikwad. My time was 12:40 actually.
Yes, sir. We had announced, sir. That's why we had intimated.
I actually went for lecture, ma'am. I am very sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry, sir. No issue, sir. Actually, in online conferences, you know very well that maybe timings idhar udhar jati hai. So
Yes,
sorry for that. Yes, sir. You can present your facts.
Yes. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, very warm good morning to all the respected chairperson, distinguished guests, my fellow researchers and participants. I am Mr. Saurabh Somnath Gaikwad, a PG research scholar from KTHM College, which is affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune, Maharashtra. And I have worked under the guidance of Professor Dr. Ramakant K. Patil sir, who is my research guide. He is from Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, KTHM College, Nashik, which is also affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University. At the very outset, I would like to thank all the dignitaries for giving me this opportunity to present my work. So I'm presenting my work on LC-MS-based identification of phytochemical constituent in Gymnosporia rothiana seeds, which is very underexplored medicinal plant. So in introduction, these plants belong to Celesteraceae family, which is distributed in dry deciduous forest of peninsular India and recognized for its ethnomedicinal work. Plant of this genus, Gymnosporia, is well explored for secondary metabolites like phenolic compounds, flavonoids, alkaloids, and terpenoids. Despite this phytochemical profiling on this genus, the species Rothiana, which is still underexplored, and in this work, our primary objective was to study the LC-MS based, which is a highly sensitive analytical technique to study the phytochemicals in the seed extract. So the present study, we have performed this qualitative and quantitative work on the seed extracts. So in the review literature, we have found the gap that there is a lack of knowledge based on Gymnosporia rothiana seeds for the identification of phytochemicals, which can be further explored for different activities. So we have tried to do this phytochemical study. So in methodology, we have selected this plant and we have collected the seeds from the natural habitat of Trambakeshwar forest in Nashik, which is having a wide range of biodiversity. So we have collected the seeds. Then we have authenticated the seeds from taxonomists. We have pulverized the seeds and we have made the extract in 4 different solvents, moving from the non-polar to polar. Like we have used petroleum ether, then chloroform, methanol, and water extract. We have done the qualitative screening and we have done the quantitative screening in Savitribai Phule Pune University, and we have identified the compounds. So in qualitative discussion, we have explored the species for 11 phytochemicals, which were saponins, amino acids, alkaloids, then flavonoids, tannins, and phenols, and terpenoids, cardiac glycosides, which are very good for cardiac studies, and steroids and proteins. So saponin and tannins were very limitedly showing distribution, whereas cardiac glycoside were present, alkaloids were present, and flavonoids and steroids were present in non-polar solvents. In phytochemical LCMS liquid chromatography mass spectrometry, the spectra showed us 39 different compounds in which quercetin, isohemanitine, malvidine, delphinidine, then betulene, cryacin, catechin, which is a flavonoid, which is often used for DPPH assay, FRAP assay, and antioxidant assays. Then pyridine, luteol, maurine, then naringenin, then diazine, camphorol, apigenin, beacalin, then pelargonidine, then genistein, fistine, beta-sitosterol, and cholesterol, which is a type of quinone, which can be the phytochemical marker for this species. Then cyanidine, lupion, malic acid, dihydrogen benzoin, oleic acid, butanoic acid, uracilic acid, and 28 hydroferridine and hydroxybenzoic acid. Also with that, we have found pentacyclic triterpenoids, phenolics, cyclic steroids, organic acids, quinones, dicarboxylic acids, like which are often used in, which are often found in plant physiological cycles. Also with that, we have the LCMS-MS enabled us to identify the 39 phytochemical compounds. These compounds were characterized into several important chemical classes, including flavonoid, anthocyanin, pentacyclic acid, quinone, phenolic acids, phytosterol, organic acids, and fatty acids. The study also identified quinone metharide tetrapenoids such as silastrols and pristimerine, which are recognized as a characteristic metabolite of the family Silastraceae. In addition, several phenolic compounds, organic acids, we have found. So the identified compounds were classified into chemical groups. The chemical classification highlights the chemical diversity and potential biological significance of the seed metabolite, and overall the qualitative phytochemical screening confirmed the presence of diverse phytochemicals, which can be the phytochemical marker for the further studies. So the predominance of flavonoid and pentacyclic triterpenoids suggests that Gymnosporia rothiana seeds are a valuable source of natural phytochemical or natural bioactive compounds, which can be further exploited for the pharmacological studies. So in conclusion, I would like to conclude that although the present work was limited to phytochemical characterization, the identified metabolite have been reported through the literature for diverse biological activities. Therefore, the future, our future work will be focused on isolation of individual compounding and identifying and characterizing the each and every, validating the methodology for exploiting the commercially utilized phytochemicals. So we are working on it, and biological activity to validate the pharmacological potential. So with this reference, these are the references which I have used in my work. So the innovation begins with the observation and ends with the impact. So I would like to thank all the dignitaries which are present in my presentation. And I will also like to thank my research guide, esteemed researcher from Nashik, Dr. Ramakant K. Patil sir, my department, all the workers with me, and all the fellow researchers. I will be very happy to take questions on my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful presentation.
Yes, thank you so much.
I request anyone from the participant side wish to interact, either respected chair and co-chair. If you wish to interact with Saurav sir, it is welcome. Anyone from the participant side or guest side, honorable chair and co-chair.
Sir, good presentation, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. If any other participants, presenters who missed the previous ones, you can present now. Dr. Sujit sir, shall we take a break? Shall we take a break now because we are very much faster than the given time because of some unavailability of the presenters. So it
Yes,
is not
yes.
good to announce previously also because somebody they will join on time. So can we take 1 hour break, sir?
Yes, yes. We will take 1 hour break and later again we will join.
Okay, sir. So to not to make the YouTube ideally, I'm concluding now, and again in the same link we can join. Now, at that time again I'll make the YouTube live streaming, sir.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay.
At 2 p.m. No?
2 p.m. sir. 2 p.m.
Okay.
So I would like to conclude the technical session 3 now, and I request again Dr. Pavanjit ma'am and Dr. Mary Sunanda ma'am to please join again after lunch break 2 p.m. As
Yes,
chair and
ma'am.
co-chair of the upcoming session also, because all the session is yours only.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Thank you so much for extending your warm support to SIDVI all the time. Thanks a lot. And thank you, organizing team from the college side, especially Principal Sir, Dr. Sujit Sir, and Parveen More Sir, and other organizing team and other colleagues, faculty members of SBRM. Thank you so much. And now I would like to conclude this, and I'm ending the meeting to all. Again, let us join by 2 p.m. Thank you so much.
All right, ma'am.
I request Rajshekhar sir, please
Yes, madam.
end the meeting to all.